Hello everyone and welcome back. And I'm going to be taking a look at all 6 Scania Aerial Rescue Pump ladder fire engines that I have in my collection. Sadly, the only one that will not be featured is the Scottish Fire and Rescue Pump from Oxford Diecast, as that one got damaged. But I'm going to take a look at 5 of the other ones, including one Atlas Editions model that I have. So I'm going to jump right on into it. So the first 2, I've got 2 from Scotland and the other 4 from England. So I'm going to take a look at each of these ones. These are all pretty cool. So I'm going to take a look at each one individually. So the first one I'm going to take a look at is the Atlas Editions model, which is the one on the very end in the front. So I'm going to move the other appliances out of the way really quick. And just take a look at the first one. So the first appliance I'm going to show you is this one from Atlas Editions, and this one is from Fife. I'm going to try to get an up close of this one so you have a better look at this model. This one is from Atlas Editions, and this one is from the Fife Fire and Rescue Service. Nice 1/76 scale model here. Not too much detailing on it. You got the gray lockers right here. There's also extendable legs on the fire engine. Also got the fragile mirrors on both sides, and it says Scania on the front, which is pretty cool. Got the gray light bar, clear light bar. Pretty much same thing on the other side, as you can see. Just got yellow on the doors, and then it's also got the crest right there on the front door. So that's pretty cool. It's a pretty nice model, nice 1/76 scale. And this is a pretty nice one. This is the only Atlas Fire Editions model that I have. It's a pretty cool one, but I really like this one. And I don't have any other vehicles from Fife other than this one, so it's a pretty cool fire engine, so I like this one pretty good. The next one I'm going to be showing you, this one is from Strathclyde, and this is another 1/76 scale model. This is a pretty nice one. I've featured this one in a few of my other videos that I did of my Scottish emergency vehicles, but this is a pretty nice one for the Scania ARP. You got the bucket right here and the water gun on top. In very small writing, it says Strathclyde Fire and Rescue right here above the lockers. Right here. It's got a nice checkered pattern color going down the side of it. You also got the crest right up here in between the 2 doors at the front, which is pretty nice. It also says Aerial Rescue Pump on it, which is pretty cool. Same thing as the Atlas Editions model. It's got a clear light bar. It says Scania on the front, which is pretty cool. And then taking a look down the other side of the appliance, it's a pretty cool one. I like the way that this one looks and the detailing on it. Got a little more than the Atlas one, which is pretty cool, but I still like both of them. It's also got little ladders right here on both sides, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty nice one. The third model, this one is also another Oxford Diecast model. This one is from Mid and West Wales and very detailed. Same thing as the Strathclyde one. Got the yellow and checkered pattern colors. It's also got the extendable legs too, right in here and at the front. The bucket is down in this one, but it's also got the water gun, so it's got the same thing. And also got the ladders on both sides. Little difference that I noticed here is it's got like a phone number, and it looks like it says, can't tell what it says. It looks like 112 or 999 or 112. So that's pretty cool. And then a little something written on the door. I can't really tell, but then you got the crest on the door right there, which is pretty cool. Same thing from the front. It says Scania on it. And then turning the appliance to the other side, it's pretty much the same thing, but it's a pretty cool model. This is a nice one. And then it says it's got different writing on this side. Looks like it's, I don't know what, that's Welsh or something. Not really too sure. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but it's got some writing on there I can't really understand on this side. So, but that's pretty cool. A little bit different than the other ones. So that's it for that one. The next one I have is from Northamptonshire. This is another cool model. So the bucket is inside right here in the back. Oops, sorry. The bucket is right here in the back. It's also got the same features, checkered pattern colors, the lockers, extendable legs right here that come in and out. Got a crest right up here in between the two doors, which is pretty cool. The symbol. Got a little ladder right here, the small ones. Not too sure what that thing is right there, but that's pretty cool. Clear light bar, and then Scania across the front, which is pretty cool. And then going along the side here, it says Northamptonshire Fire and Rescue on this side too. Got more ladders right here and even below, which is pretty cool. It's pretty nice. It's even got two blue lights right here, right here. So that's pretty cool. It's a pretty nice appliance. Really like the look of this one. It's pretty cool. Got a lot of detailing to it. Then we got this one right here from Merseyside, the Merseyside Fire and Rescue Service in England. And this is another cool one. World Firefighters Games 08 Liverpool. I'm not too sure what that means. That's pretty cool. That's written there. Got some ladders. The bucket is inside the apparatus. Got the extendable legs here behind the cab. Small ladders, and it says Merseyside Fire and Rescue Service, and it looks like that's like a little symbol right there. And then right here in between the two doors, you can see the crest, which is pretty cool. Pretty nice. Turning it to the front, it says Scania, and it's also got the blue light bar on top. That's different. I don't think any of my other appliances have a blue light bar across them like that, but that's pretty cool. It's a little different. And then pretty much the same thing on the other side, and you can see where the leg is sticking out right here at the back, which is pretty cool. Go back in. That's pretty nice. So this is a pretty cool appliance. I've also featured this one. I also have the Scania pump bladder from Merseyside, which is a cool one. So it's also pretty cool when it goes with this one too. So that's a nice appliance. And then this last one I have is from the Avon Fire and Rescue Service. And this is a pretty nice model right here. Again, the bucket is located right back here inside at the very back. Got some ladders, got the gray lockers, and then aerial rescue pump on it. Another thing that I've noticed about the aerial rescue pumps is they have this thing right here for the hose. It's like part of the hose line, which I think goes up for the water gun in the bucket. So that's pretty cool that it has that feature on it as well. And then right on the door, it says Avon Fire and Rescue, I believe. It's got the little crest, so that's pretty cool. Pretty nicely detailed. Not a lot of color on it, but it's pretty cool. got a clear light bar like the other ones, which is pretty cool. And it says Scania across the front, so it's a pretty cool one. It's a pretty nice looking model right there, so that's a pretty interesting one too. So that's pretty much all that I have. So now I'm going to get a close-up of all of them at once. So I'm going to be kind of in the way a little bit now. And putting these back the way that I have them. So now I have all of the Scania Aerial Rescue appliances that I have so far, that I have in my collection. And now to give my overall view thoughts on all of these. So I'm gonna have to move the camera over. There we go, that's much better. So I'd have to really say I really like the Scania Aerial Rescue Pump fire engines that Oxford has made, and even the one Atlas Editions has made. They did a very great job with all of these, and especially all the detail and all of those things. So they're pretty cool appliances. And I mean, they're different from the other Scania fire engines that I have. But I do have a few of these have um, the Scania pump fire engines that I have, like the Strathclyde one and the Merseyside have two. There's two Scania pump ladder fire engines that I have that go with them, so it's pretty cool. So some of these actually have regular fire engines that go with them. The Avon one has a man pump ladder that also goes with my other Scania Aerial Rescue Pump, so it's pretty cool. But other than that, these are all pretty cool models, and I really like how realistic they look to the real thing. They're pretty nicely detailed. I'm not too sure what the status is on any of these models. I'm not too sure if Oxford is even still running their model, these Scania Aerial Rescue appliances, but I would definitely check their site, and if not, I'm sure you could find them on eBay. Not too sure how many you'd find in the United States, but I'm sure you could probably find them in the UK, but they're pretty cool. Same thing with the Atlas Editions model. That's also another pretty cool one. So it's a pretty nice one. I like all of these. So glad I was able to show you guys all of my Scania Aerial Rescue Pump fire engines. I think this collection is pretty cool. The only one that I wished I could have had, or I could have used for this one, would have been the Oxford Diecast Scottish Aerial Rescue Pump fire engine. Sadly, the one I have got damaged, so I'm trying to find a replacement one. But when I find a replacement one, I'll probably do another video with all of these so that we can get a good look at it, probably 7. But other than that, these 6 are pretty cool fire engines, and I'd highly recommend that if you were to come across them, you get them for your collection, especially if you like the 176 scale model emergency vehicles. These are pretty cool and would go great in your collection. So I would highly recommend getting them if you were to find them. And I would give this whole collection right here a 10, as they're all really nicely detailed models, so they're pretty cool. So anyway, that'll be it for this video, and please stay tuned for the next one.